All right, guys. So we have made the table bigger and set up some things. So I'm just going to quickly go over it before we get into kind of what we're going to be doing for the next couple episodes, which is mainly planning. I'm going to do a lot of that off camera and then try to get some building in where I can. So first and foremost, these are all of our figures that didn't make it into this mock and part of the reason why we're extending it. But I just need to move them over here. The reason I'm storing them here on the mock is because this is going to be where a big mountain is, so we can't get to that for a while, so they're just going to kind of sit in this area. So speaking of the mountain, this is the edge of it, just kind of planned out, and then it'll just kind of flow this way. So that's there. Then what we have here is a continuation of the hanger. So it'll go to here, and then it'll L off here, and then there'll be a small little base, kind of like that, except it'll go all the way up. And then this will be continued all the way around to here. And then, of course, we'll have the huge mountain will be built off of that. So I haven't decided if I just want to plateau it completely flat and then build the higher mountain like I did over there, or if I just want to build it and then build the higher mountain above it. We'll see. But it is going to be pretty expensive to do all this. I did the math. We need 52 16 by 16s just to get the base level raised, and I mean base level as in this entire area and that entire area completely raised up. We need 4 more base plates. I just put my 2 other mocks there to kind of get a general idea of scale, but we're going to be slowly building this, of course. I have several parts orders written out. I haven't bought anything yet, but so yeah, stay tuned for that. And then for the rest of this episode, we're just going to be kind of like planning the hangar, and then maybe, I mean, we can build this base in here because, like I said, I mean, it's ground level, so we can get started on that. And then, of course, we can get started on some of the terrain down here, removing this as well. But I don't have any mountain pieces, so we can't continue that. However, despite that, we can still plan it out and kind of get the general idea. Once I get these 4 base plates, I'll be able to kind of mark it out so we have everything. Right now, I'm using these pieces as markers, but I have a really cool idea for these with lightsaber pieces and kind of have like, you know, an electric fence. I don't know where I'd put that, but I think it'll look kind of cool. The waterfall, I'm gonna take inspiration from this. So it's gonna flow the river. The waterfalls are gonna be about halfway through two 16 by 16s here, and then it'll come up, and then I think I'll just have it flow straight back right to the side of this mountain. I'm still kind of shaping this mountain because obviously I want it curved, but then I don't want it flat. So maybe have it come out even more, I don't know. The problem is stability, because the 18 brick high mountain is already super unstable. I don't want another unstable, like, you know, however high I decide to make that, which will probably be, you know, it's a backdrop, so pretty high. And then over here on this side, ignore the 2 mocks. So if the river's flowing that way, I want this part to continue out so it's still lower than everything for a little bit, but then of course with the waterfall it's gonna kind of come up, then it'll be the 18 height all the way back here. However, I'm thinking about making a landing pad in this corner or a mini outpost, kind of like this base, but just a little bit different. And then the outpost will have some vehicles on it. Maybe it's been overrun, I don't know. But then this area will all be flat, 1 level, and we can put a bunch of vehicles and stuff on it. So yeah, stay tuned for this series. It's gonna be crazy. It'll take a while, but I'm really excited for it. So without further ado, let's get into some more building and stuff like that. Alright guys, so this part of the mock building process, we have bags everywhere. I'm trying to make like detailed builds, not just what it is right now, a blank wall. So that's why I brought all these bags full of random crap up here. I'm kind of trying to mirror this where it was just a bunch of random pieces all over. You know, we got like, you know, greebling stuff to look, you know, kind of like, I don't know, more of a wall. So this is supposed to be the door, is just to show that the door's here because I am out of mountain pieces, so we can't really make a door. This is that back wall, nothing too special, that's just marking where it is. Then of course we just have a bunch of pieces everywhere. I did get 4 more new base plates, so everything's completely filled in. And then we're going to be starting building this area and then maybe some of the terrain for the waterfall area. So in order to make this wall look less boring, I think that the next major thing we need to do is tear apart the interior of this. So as you guys know, some of you may know, early in the series I built 2 rooms down there inside the mountain that can only be accessed from removing this top part. There's nothing in there except some guns. It's never seen, you know, and it's kind of like, it was my first step at building a base, which of course we took this approach later where you can see it from the inside. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to take it apart, cannibalize it for parts, and then build it here because there is a door right in there. I'll take that off and show you what I mean, and then we can go from there. All right guys, so here it is. Here's the secret room. So what I'm thinking of is we'll get 2 16 by 16 plates for destroying this, as well as these wall elements. The bottom, the wall is built into the side walls that are holding this up, so we can't take them apart. But then also, here's that door that no one ever sees. If I take that off, we get all those parts. So, and then we could put the wall here. So I'm thinking about doing that because, you know, it is a really cool door, but no one sees it. Originally, that was a tower and it was like an outdoor wall, but that's no longer a thing. And I want to keep the continuity with the base, so I'm going to need that door. And then, of course, there's a bunch of wall pieces. So I'm going to do that off camera. I'm just going to keep it to building here, but I will be talking about how we support that back up here in a second. So without further ado, let's get right into it. All right guys, that actually worked way better than I thought it would. Nothing broke, great sign. At least I don't think anything broke. And we got most of the bricks, as you can see. So we got all this to work with now, which is phenomenal actually. Now one thing that I kind of still beat myself up about is this wall could all be filler brick, but it's not. Anyway, so this is all built up, great. We're gonna leave what we have on right now, and then I'm just gonna kind of build off of it, like a support here for the corner, support off this, and then probably one down here. So without further ado, let's get that started. So I added a little bit of detail onto this wall here. I think it looks really cool. There's just that standard pattern. I think with this area of the base, I'm gonna have slower moving progress than I did with this part of the base, simply because, well, this has a little bit of detail, you know, on the sides and stuff. I want this to incorporate a lot more. Like I really like this, like it's a little vent area with pipes and stuff. I want to add this into more locations in the base. So this area, I'm going to do that. So like in this back wall, I have the most. This wall will be kind of flat and bland, but that's just because I want it to be supporting. And then so I'll have detail in there, and then maybe detail on this side. And then this area, like this retaining wall here, will have just a bunch of detail and a bunch of random stuff on it, simply because I just want to kind of add to the overall look of the mock, kind of like how we have in here with these pillars and then other stuff like that. So I think it's a little bit short of an episode today, but I think that'll wrap up everything today. I kind of got to do some inventorying off camera with clones. You know, as we can see, we have a ton of them everywhere. There's even some unbuilt. And then just kind of just go over everything, plan it. I need to clean this area up before we build anything else. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you're excited for part 2 of the series, leave a like, and I will see you guys in the next one when we hopefully fill this in a little bit more.